Free socks. Free socks.
Welcome, everybody, to another exciting edition of the Triple B Experience, the Friday night edition where I talk professional wrestling on this show, where I go from the local indie scene to the big stage and all other news that I possibly can provide for the masses. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my fifth show this week. The first show Monday, we had an interview with Sorg from Wrestling Mayhem Show. You can catch it on the Experience. So I'm just going and doing stuff as much as I can. I'm trying to get a lot of stuff that I can actually present here on the thing here, but I can't get it at this time, and I'm so sorry. But I also got a lot of stuff that I'm going to present tonight. I want to give a shout out to Larry Stryker of Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk, who actually has been doing these videos and pictures for the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation show that is going to be happening on June 22nd. And I want to shout out to the Experience site. I also had the interview with Rhino. You can catch it on the YouTube channel and on Buzzsprout, Spotify, and all places where you're listening to your podcasting stuff. So I got a lot of stuff to do. I don't know how long I'm going to be tonight. It all depends. This is going live on my personal Facebook page to try to get some interaction. Hopefully some people jump on and we shall see, because Friday nights is what I'm doing a little differently, because last night we do the pulp culture. Instead of me putting everything on one show, I just figured I'd do a couple shows a week. So I do 2 Steeler shows, a pulp culture show, and a wrestling show. So let me get to some local. Hopefully I don't have this old stuff to come up, but Imagine Wrestling in Altoona, Pennsylvania. That's right. I give plugs out when I can. April 12th, which will be next week, 7 p.m. bell time. Former star WWE Eugene will be in the house. And also, he will be on the 11th, Friday night, 6 p.m. We'll be doing a seminar. Any independent wrestler who is not signed and thinks they're all that in a bag of chips, you need to go to this, because everybody's not a bag of chips, and not too many people are signed to the big time around here, so in the area. So it's your best bet to go to any type of training that you possibly can. Hi, Tanya. How you doing on Facebook? Hey, Miss B, what's going on? You might see me sometime this year. I don't know. Kevin Shields, what's going on? So, like I said, there's a lot of independent wrestling in the area an hour from my house. Okay. So, and there's some shows tomorrow, and I will get to them. I think this show here, yes, RWA is in West Newton. They have a show tomorrow night. Ava Brooks, as you see, is on the show. Ava Brooks is coming to the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation on June 22nd. We have a ladies match. Johnny Norris is wrestling on RWA. And hi, Craig. How you doing? And that's in West Newton. West Newton's about 45 minutes from my house. And they've been putting on shows for many, many, many years. Hi, Wanda. Tell Kevin I said hello. And let me get to I got so much going on. It's unreal. So, Craig, how's it going? Craig from Patton. And also in DuBois, Pennsylvania, Imagine is also doing April 26th. I got plenty of time to advertise that. They got a big show for the YMCA up in DuBois. Tickets, I think front rows probably sold out, maybe. So, yeah. And also, like I said, Dr. Tom Pritchard next Saturday. Now, if nobody goes to this seminar, get out of the business. I myself went to Dr. Tom's in Massachusetts. I did a leapfrog. I got one leapfrog in. But yeah, if you don't go to Dr. Tom's and he's in your area, I had to travel to Massachusetts and go. So you're looking at 13 hours to and from. I had to take time off for work. You're getting Dr. Tom in your backyard if you live an hour away or live an hour and a half or if you live 2 hours. It doesn't matter. If you do not take that experience to go to Rise Wrestling and train under the guy who actually had his hands in The Rock, Kurt Angle, and numerous other stars in wrestling, then you do not need to be in the business. Hi, Boothie. How you doing? Joe, what's up, brother? Hi, Tammy, my wife. God bless you. And look, I'm just trying to get this show to where I can get monetized on my channel. My Triple B Experience channel is pulp culture and wrestling and interviews. And like I said, I interviewed the man Sorg from Sorgatron Media. He also does IndyWrestling.us. IndyWrestling.us is a proud sponsor of the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation. They do a lot of stuff for independent wrestling around here. And every Tuesday night, he's the host of Pro Wrestling Mayhem show on Tuesday nights. No. Oh, you mean Craig? You mean for the Dr. Tom seminar? Yeah, that's probably only wrestlers. Hey, Mr. Tom Stewart, how are you doing? This is probably only for professional wrestlers to get the best training that they possibly can get. Hi, Rick. How you doing tonight? Rick Stewart's in the house. I got Facebook. You guys got any comments? I'll bring it to the masses. Yeah, it's just all. Now, maybe if you were a manager or maybe a referee to learn the tricks of the trade so you can get better, it's always good to learn a lot of stuff. It's always good. It's the more you know, the better off you'll be. So, and I actually I got some sponsorship that I want to give a shout out to. I've been working very, very hard for some sponsorships because to run a wrestling company in this economy, we just have to hold on a little bit. You know, the economy is whatever, but you just hold up. I'm not getting political. I'm just holding up. And it's nice that businesses actually help out and help sponsor wrestling shows. Indiana County does not have professional wrestling come to the area. Oh my God, there's a lot of people on tonight. And hey, Robert Mills, what's going on? Hi, Debbie Rouse in the house. How's it going? Joe wants to know if anybody checked on Larry Stryker after getting 20 minutes of the CM Punk. Hey, he's a Punk fan. I don't know. He's going to be wrestling in WrestleMania. He's wrestling Seth Rollins in a triple threat match. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and CM Punk in the main event. So, I mean, he's got his WrestleMania main event moment. Some people don't even get that in their lifetime. So, and some people get knocked for doing a whole bunch of stuff. But, hey, CM Punk is in a little better predicament than I am. I'm not wrestling in WrestleMania. I wrestle to put my shoes on every day, and that's sometimes hard. So there's some comments. Oh, Mr. Martello, how you doing, sir? Good evening. So there's also, like I said, and where you get the future stars of today, and like Larry said, we had a big announcement today. Hey, Shane's in the house. Shane, how you doing? That's special field correspondent Shane Stodmiller. We have a big special announcement that Larry did a nice video for at 10 o'clock today. We announced the main event for the APWF show Redemption. Tickets are on sale right now at apwfwrestling.com. I got 600 tickets, and hopefully I sell 600 tickets. I'm going for broke. That's what I mean. Like I said, there's no entertainment around Indiana County that's fan friendly, and we got 8 to 9 matches, and the main event for the Redemption show. Hi, Guy Haberl, how you doing? Thanks for coming on. Is big time Bill Collier versus Gorgeous Gregory, and a percentage of the tickets are going towards the Teddy Bear Fund Drive of Indiana, Pennsylvania, where they help kids that are diagnosed. They've been doing that for many, many years. There's Teddy Bear Fund Drives in every business in Indiana County. When I used to work at the Rose Inn, we used to have a celebrity bartending thing where we used to have a big charity thing in the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, and people would raise money for that on Friday nights and go from there. And what is the different? Well, sometimes I can be. If you listen to some people I work with, maybe, I don't know. Some people higher up than what I work with. Craig says Ray Phoenix had a great debut tonight. Probably saved his opponent's life tonight. Could have been bad. Sometimes things happen in the wrestling ring, just like things happen when you're driving in your car and you think everything is good and somebody misses the red light, or they try to get through the red light and they go yalla, and stuff happens. Some people just don't pay attention. Accidents do happen. Not everybody is perfect, and not everything goes out real smooth in the wrestling business. But yes, I think did I say that? Big time Bill Collier versus Gorgeous Gregory. That's the main event. Is Burnsy wrestling? No. Kevin Shields asked if Brian Burns is wrestling. No. No. That would be bad. Do you know what Punk and Common? Oh, okay. You can. I'm not going to be doing this all night. But like I said, I have a lot of videos in the Triple B Experience archives. I have over, I think, 1,100 subscribers on this platform, but I need to get the more watch time because you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your significant other to subscribe. And also, I also have the Steelers Dynasty podcast with myself and Shane Stodmiller, where we talk Steelers every Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock. And we are on the Sports Bible website out of Pittsburgh. It is a website filled with Pittsburgh sports, Pirates, Penguins, Steelers, Pitt. People write articles about it, and we are part of that lovely family where they actually get our show every Wednesday. And Larry says Charlotte Flair looks like Mickey Rourke. Oh, that's terrible. William Boring, thank you for tuning in out in the east of Pennsylvania. And the great Kelly Elgin, who had a birthday this week. She turned 21. She was partying at the Rose Inn uptown. She did some shots, Jaeger bombs, told her daughter to pick her up, and she went to work the next day, and God bless her. I'm just kidding. Colin, thanks for tuning in. If you guys have any wrestling questions or any kind of questions in general, like I said, it is a wrestling show, but I try to, and if you got something that you would like to promote, I'll put it out there too. You're welcome, Cal. She came back from a pretty nasty injury. Yeah. And also, Charlotte Flair is also, hey, look, Charlotte Flair recently just got divorced. So when you get divorced and you're in the public eye, it's very, very hard where people are just like piranhas and sharks. She didn't want to make it public. She was recovering from her injury. Her home life, her personal life was not as good as she once had it. And her and Andrade separated. She's got divorced. And I believe that was very, very hard on her from what I read. Is Pickens getting moved? I don't know. Wednesday night, you got to turn in to the Steelers Dynasty podcast because live from Pat McAfee's show, Aaron Rodgers will be in the house. And I believe that he's signing with Pittsburgh Wednesday night. And you'll see it here live when that announcement is made. And we got a couple weeks. Me and Shane just called me today. He's getting the people for the draft show. We're going to have a huge draft show Thursday night. Dan Keith, thanks for tuning in on Facebook. And the reason why I'm doing the Facebook Live stuff is so I can interact a little bit more with the sides of the YouTube community, because the YouTube community is very good. And the Steelers Dynasty YouTube community is phenomenal. Those guys are great. And Horsepower's got a big match coming up. Hi, Fabian from the Hill. She's more like her father than she wants to be. Well, when you get a couple divorces, she is the 15-time champ. Divorces will hurt you, man. Divorces will hurt you. I've never been in one, and I don't want one, so I'm good. I'm happily married. I'm good. I don't need a divorce. It's bad enough trying to get up in the morning and go to work. But also too, in Indiana County, I'm getting tickets going to be sent out to my buddy Phil Bender. Phil owns the PP&J's County Market. He has specials every day. He's got a big giant chicken dinner. He's got Buckeyes. He's got everything you need on 286, and he will have the APWF wrestling tickets, the only place in Indiana County where you can get the wrestling tickets for redemption. So, and I appreciate Phil. He's been a major sponsor for my company since I brought it back. And like I said, running a wrestling company, it's not easy. And I appreciate everybody that gives me sponsorship. And also too, here's some more sponsors that are sponsoring this upcoming show. There's Boothie, JP Building and Remodeling, Jeff Booth. I got live on Twitch. I got Yucatan Tanning Salon in Indiana, Troy Fritz's movies. I was on a movie the other day, JT Toys and Collectibles. Yes, that's right. On Tubi, you can catch this great cinematography movie of where I get killed, shot by my wife, and we're bank robbers. It's the Scarecrow, Third Reich Scarecrow something. It's about an hour. It's on Tubi. It's free. So I didn't get my my Screen Actors Guild card. I wish I did, because that's probably a union that's probably pretty good. And maybe if the Screen Actors Guild, had some contract disputes, they would actually get stuff done for you, probably. Uh-oh. Oh, thanks, Colin. Yeah, if you check it out, make sure you got some drinks and some popcorn. Hi, Tyler. How you doing? So also, too, I want to give a shout out to some recent sponsors for this show. And let me get to them. It's the Castle Boxing in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And also Main Street Hobby, if you do collectibles, sports cards, and all that other stuff. 2 sponsors for the show in June. And also, if you need insurance, Aflac, Mr. Shane Brandenburg. I will tag him in all the posts that I do. Shane can get you policies, premiums, and all kind of stuff, because it's good to have the Aflac behind you. So Shane is a proud sponsor, and I do appreciate it. And also, I have a new sponsor for this show, Lynn Haven Personal Care Home in Blacklick and Grant Street in Indiana, Pennsylvania. They gave a great sponsorship, and God bless them for that. So I appreciate everybody that sponsors. So, oh, you'll be working to Pat McAfee at the. Oh, nice. You'll see it go down when when Aaron Rodgers comes out with a terrible towel. Hey, Mr. Mike Stitt, how you doing? I got no Burns tonight. Burns usually shows up on Wednesdays and makes my life a living hell. And we're going to get Burnsy on the draft show because Burns knows his football. I mean, he does. Bubba, you need a if you need a belt made for this event, I can help you with that. Well, I do need a belt. We don't have any. I don't have a championship match yet. I don't have a championship APWF title. Speaking of Shane Brandenburg, it's like Beetlejuice. I said his name twice, he shows up. So, Shane, thank you so much once again for being a proud sponsor. Anybody that needs Affleck, contact Shane Brandenburg. He'll get you hooked up. There's always tons of policies. And he can quote you on that because I don't know. And I know Tammy said one time, I think their cancer policy is the best around, I believe. So, and cancer is not a thing to mess around. So if you have a chance to get a policy, no, that was last night, Craig. Daredevil was last night. Hey, Devil, what's up? I seen Afton in the house. Afton, hello. So, yeah, I'm just tonight is wrestling and oh, is it a good design? Is it a good quality belt? Okay. I need to hit the Powerball though. I'm not getting OT right now at the moment. Just to say my Howard Stern candid conversation mouthpiece gets me in trouble sometimes. I'm working on it. I'm working on a new improved KRB. So also too, and look, the night before our show, IWC will have the steel cage with big time Bill Collier and Gannon Jones. No, that's Duke Davis. Duke Davis. Sorry, I had a couple concussions. Steel cage match. IWC. Steel cage match. $170. Is it quality? I'd have to see that because $170 for like a belt. Like I have one downstairs that was made by Frank Morano, who was Fang in the wrestling world and actually works as a special effects graphic artist out in Vegas. And that was signed by Foley. That was the APWF heavyweight title, the old one. Don't mind me. I'm just over here cutting up unicorns. That's okay. That's okay. As long as the rainbows are coming in, Afton. It's 4mm zinc. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk. I gotta try to watch some TV tonight too. I'm so behind. I want to get the boys done because I'm playing Lily Tomlin tomorrow, making phone calls. That's what I do. I'm the best around. What if Austin Theory was? You know what? I saw that first episode. It's not bad, but I like the more old school TBS, the old Georgia Championship Wrestling kind of stuff. I think those guys on the on that program are the people that just haven't made it yet, and they could make it, and we'll see. Yeah, I was watching that. I got like 4 episodes in. Okay, I'm pretty good at making stuff. I'm a pretty good artist. I believe Mick Foley, Colin was in that car wreck. And people thought that was an April Fool's joke, and I thought but no. I believe, I believe that was it. Because Daryl Grandy, good old Daryl, every time I post something, if it's like a Steeler or a Pirate, he jumps right in, and he was like, "Oh, it was April Fool's." No, it wasn't. So, Craig says, "Boy, Bill is a great worker. Bill is Bill's Bill's great." Well, and some of those people, Quake, only been into business. The one match, that one girl was only into business a week. I know, I've seen them. Thank you very much, and I will look at them here after I get done. You know, I in that match where she wrestled that girl who took the she was in the Olympics. That was a good match. She had 1 weekend into business, and she was a Titans cheerleader. Yeah, I believe he is okay. He's had many concussions. Now, look, Foley could always get out of Walmart and could never find his car due to the many concussions that he had. And I know that for a fact because I've had a couple myself, more than I care to admit. So, and also, hey, I think I might go to this in December. This is the last appearance of the Sting tour. So I think it's going to be some big giant Japanese convention, animation or something like that. Um, you know, I don't know. And also Pros of Wrestling, May 24th. I know it's a little bit away, but it's also good. And also, this is what I was talking about, the Berg Brawl. That's tomorrow. Vince Valor going against Sebastian Braun. Horsepower is, I think he's wrestling Congo Kong or something like that, I believe. So, and also there's Rise Wrestling next week. I'll talk about it next week too. So, and I know AEW has a pay-per-view. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, because he does a lot of conventions now. Well, hey, look, man, anybody that takes that Hell in a Cell move was, that would have killed me. Hell, I can't get out of bed anymore. I'm hurting. It's ridiculous. I just told Tammy, I said, this is ridiculous. I didn't go to the gym today, so Devil, I'm very, very sorry. I'm slacking. I 2 days I missed out. I have to go tomorrow. And I went to Dairy Queen and I had 2 burgers. See? And a blizzard. So I actually that's all in the convention center. And the David Lawrence, yes. Yeah, it'll be December. That'll be before Christmas. And Steel City Con is going to, this weekend. The Hitman is coming in tomorrow. His flight was delayed today. I was on a show with the Hitman for Big Time Wrestling in Altoona at the Jaffa. I just said hello to him. I didn't get a picture with him. Troy Fritz, talked to him, but I didn't get a picture of the Hitman. I like the Hitman because the Hitman is actually going to have a WrestleMania moment at the Hall of Fame. He's going to, him and Stone Cold's match of WrestleMania 13 is going into the Hall. Hopefully they can get that Hall into a brick and mortar kind of place. You know what I mean? Instead of just talking about it. So, and I got to find out what the pay-per-view is for AEW because I'll be honest with you, I watched it the other day and I'm just, not into that like I used to be. Okay, so it's the pay-per-view is Dynasty, April 6th in Philadelphia. So it'll probably be a lot of hardcore stuff. John Moxley will defend his AEW World Championship against Swerve Strickland. I'm taking Swerve Strickland on that one. Because Death Riders stuff is kind of crazy. Let's see. It's what's the match card here? I don't even know. Hey, thanks, Colin. Thank you very much. Kelly McCourt, what's happening? Wednesday nights, Steeler Dynasty podcast. Let me see what I don't know who. I know it's, like I said, Moxley versus Swerve. I'm taking Swerve. Tony Storm is the champion versus Megan Bain for the AEW World Championship. I'm taking Tony Storm. Three-way match for the AEW International Championship. Kenny Omega, champion versus Ricochet versus Speedball Mike Bailey. I'll take Kenny Omega. Singles match for the AEW TNT Championship. Champion Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole. I used to be so big on Adam Cole when he was in NXT. Not so much anymore. I'm going to take Daniel Garcia. For the tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship, the champions, the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin versus the Learning Tree, Big Bill and Brian Keith. I'm taking the Hurt Syndicate to retain. Oh, no sidekick tonight, Cal. It's just me. Shane is good with the wrestling picks, but he does so much though. Title versus mass match for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Chris Jericho champion versus Bandito. I'm going to say Chris Jericho loses the title. First round match in the men's Owen Hart Cup tournament. Kevin Knight versus Will Oceanspray. I'm taking Will Oceanspray. Okay, and first matchup for the women's Owen Hart Cup tournament. Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart. And I'll take Sasha Banks. That's what I call her. Tony Storm needs to go easy on the gig, Bubba. Yeah, she gets crazy. And I think it's a Ring of Honor 6-man tag match. I think it's Edge at FTR versus whoever the champions are. I have no idea. See how much I go into AEW. I don't know why that FTR even wants to break up. I don't know why they want to do that. I don't know why Tony Khan decides that. I have no idea. When you have all that kind of money, sometimes common sense is out the window. No, he is no longer. Yes. Yeah, I think she was I don't know what she was doing. And I don't want to say because I don't want to speculate. I did see that video. Swerve is Dynasty, yes. Yep. Yeah, I think it's dumb for FTR to break up, but that's Tony Khan's doing. And that's why sometimes people are leaving. I mean, look at Ricky Starks left, and Ethan Page left. Both of them won championships in NXT. Now he's Ricky Saints. I liked Ricky Starks. I always liked Ricky Starks in NWA. I do like NWA. Spencer Slade was in the NWA Power this past week. If you can catch that on YouTube. They have a great show on YouTube. If you like wrestling, you can go there and watch, the NWA. And I know WrestleMania is coming. I think it's 19 days. So, I mean, we're gonna have a big, giant, huge Mania cast come in and give our picks. Kal-El, Larry, hopefully the world beater Chris Coleman. He's still recovering from his Achilles injury. I still have that GoFundMe out if people still want to contribute and help him out. And Shane will be on, maybe Mr. Tap Out. Cable might be on. Cable's been coming on the last couple weeks for the pulp culture stuff with myself, and Shane's been coming on that show too. So I appreciate those two jumping in, and we do like talking pulp culture. Kelly says Motor Machine Guns just defeated DIY on SmackDown. I'm not a big Motor City Machine Guns guy. I used to be a big DIY guy, but I haven't. I'm just going to get into it when it's WrestleMania time. I know the WWE Hall of Fame is like 1:00 in the morning, and I'm not staying up to watch that. I'm not watching that at that time. There is no way. I liked it when it was like 8:00 on a Friday. I think they have their NXT pay-per-view is at 9:30 on a Saturday. Being out in Vegas, time gets all messed up. Craig says, man, I feel like I was just in Philly for last year. Yes, you were. You were hanging out with the Hulkster. I don't know why Hogan doesn't sign autographs. He just signs his goddamn case of beer, and then that's it. Like I walk like Hulk Hogan now because his hips are bad, his back. I mean, I feel his pain because, I mean, like getting out of his chair after I'm done, I have to hold on to shit to get up, And I got two bulging discs. I'm old, I know, but I mean, it is what it is. You know, I've been to the ECW arena. And you can get this. It's funny. I lost the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation Championship match to the wise guy Jimmy Cicero, and whoever was going to win that title that day in Punxsutawney was taking the belt to the ECW arena for a show called Break the Barrier. There was 13 independent wrestling companies from all over the United States. Norm Connors was a part of that. Al Isaacs from Scoops Wrestling and Chris Lash was part of that. Chris Lash owned the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation at the time. And I lost to Jimmy Cicero, but I went down anyway. I worked security. Me and Robert up there, back there with the belt, the Dice Man, Robert Hornack. That guy right there that I'm pointing at, that's Kal-El's uncle. God bless his soul. Yeah, I did security, and that it was a three-way dance for the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation Championship match. The champion, wise guy Jimmy Cicero. It's on YouTube. The whole show's on YouTube because Abdullah the Butcher took Frank Morano, who was Fang, and carved him like yesterday's, like a pig in a hog roast. And it was wise guy Jimmy Cicero, the champion, versus Dancing Stevie Richards versus Tom Brandy, Salvatore Sincere in a three-way match. And Stevie Richards won the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation Championship in the ECW arena. That's true. So that is some Allied Powers Wrestling Federation history. I pretty much know 95% of the history. But you can get the Break the Barrier on YouTube. If you punch in Break the Barrier, you can watch that. They had Manny Fernandez. Shane Douglas was there. He cut a promo. They had Steel City Wrestling, had one of the best three-ways that I ever saw. And stuff like that. So you can catch that on YouTube. James Gasson, thanks for popping in. Do high flying. So you be a high flyer. Quake 6, I hate Terry, but I respect Hogan. Yeah, his wife is just going, his ex-wife is just going ballistic. God, she just looks like the Botox, her face is messed up. I think she's smoking too much Quaaludes or doing something. She just throwing stuff out there, making herself, trying to make him look bad. He don't care. His third wife is, hey man, it's like a car. Every time the car gets beat up and banged up, he takes it to the dealership and gets a new car. I mean, oh wait, used to have a crush. Oh well, she's married. She got kids. I don't even think she wants anything to do with her mom and dad. Well, you can put what I said. Okay, sent you on the screen. It's about May. Okay, hold on. Let me see here. Oh, okay. That's the WrestleCon. Hold on. Yeah, I'll put it up. That's a lot there. It's a lot. Okay, let me full of problems. You're right. You're totally right. Let me get to this. Mr. Martello sent me. Okay. Let me find it here. Man. Hold on. I'm looking. Damn it. It might not. Damn it. I don't know where the hell it's at. Shit. God darn it. Hold on. Okay, let me see. I don't know if it might not do it. Mr. Martello brought me a thing for the ECW arena, and oh, here it is. I got it. I need an intern. That's what I need. Yes, this right here, WrestleCon. That will that's in May. A lot of autographs. Ric Flair will probably be whatever. So there's a lot of people. Aaron Jones, thanks for tuning in. So, yep. And then, like I said, I'm still working on some sponsorship. Anybody, look, man, I got to promote every day, every day. These are a few of the guys that we're going to have on June 22nd. And you can catch them all if you go to the APWF Facebook site. We're getting up, we're getting all our, we have a website, and we're slowly putting that together. I am not real computer tech savvy, but I am trying. And also Larry is trying too. You sent me one more. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Oh, you did. I didn't see that one. One and done. I don't know what that. I think that's a wrestling show, I believe. But let me get to it here. Since he spent the time to give it to me, I will try to put it up. There it is. One and done. There it is. One and done. Saturday, May 3rd. Also at the ECW arena. I believe it's another. I think it might be matches. I'm not sure. I don't know. But there's a lot of stuff. Good night, Shane. Oh, hey, no problem. Mr. Zach Livingston, how's it going? So, like I said, WrestleMania is in, I think, 18, maybe 16 days. Friday night, we will have a pick show of the matches for Mania because it's 2 nights. The main event on one night is the three-way matchup between Larry's boy CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins. And then Sunday night is the main event versus John Cena, the Peacemaker, versus Cody Rhodes, the champion. We'll also probably have a three-way matchup for the ladies' championship with Io Sky versus Bianca Belair and probably Rhea Ripley. That might be looking at a three-way. And then also you have for the WWE Championship or one of the Raw Championship. I don't know what the hell they call it, the World Championship. You got Gunther versus Jey Uso. And Gunther just beat the living shit out of Jimmy the other day and just beat him with an inch of his life. So, and there'll be other matches. And it's Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton. I'm not a big Tiffy fan. She looks good. She looks great. She just doesn't move the meter for me in her wrestling abilities. Charlotte can out wrestle her in her sleep. I know Charlotte had some surgery, some plastic help, but hey, look, people, when you're in your 30s and you have the money to do it, I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, that's how it goes. But what else do I got here? I got everybody. Here's my sponsorship packages. If you know anybody that in Indiana or anywhere that wants to sponsor, it's pretty economically sound because it look, the sponsorship pays a little bit of whatever. I'm giving you a little back entrance to a professional wrestling company. You have to pay the wrestlers. Professional wrestlers don't do this for free. Every wrestler has a different rate. You have to pay them. You have to pay the building. I have to pay a doctor. I have to pay for insurance to have the thing. Rhino is not cheap. And you can catch, like I said, you can catch that interview on my channel right there. He's coming June 22nd. He wrestled at the K Arena back in the day when Leo K owned it. And if they would have not sold tickets for $50 a pop, they would have had a lot more people because you had to have a little bit of common sense and you have to get it based on volume. Tickets first 2 rows at the S&T Bank Arena on June 22nd. $25 for front row seating, $20 on the floor, and $15 in the ice grandstands. So ticket, I got them on Ticket Leap. You can go to www.apwfwrestling.com. Tickets are on sale now. I'm trying to pack the house because the more fans buying tickets and people that just want to support a good thing in the community, the percentage of ticket sales I can give for the charity for the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. So I'll have posters out, very soon, all over the place. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, all the old guys there. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I hate Philadelphia. I hate traveling out there. I went to Philly once, and that was enough for me. I didn't even want to go. I didn't even want to go for Wrestlemania. But they're coming to Pittsburgh June 30th. I'm not even going to that either. I would like to catch some independent shows that I just put out there. There's a lot of independent shows in the area. If you're a wrestling fan and you live in the area, check them out. Like I said, those are the future superstars of tomorrow. Guys, I appreciate you guys, spending your Friday night with me. Like I said, Friday night, this show is a little bit more about wrestling. Thursday night's about pulp culture. This is the 5th show this week for me. These podcasts are enjoyable. Hopefully I entertain everybody. It's not easy doing that either. I just try to keep everything consistent, and I try to get guests. I have another wrestling guest that I'm trying to book, and I will definitely book some of the wrestlers that are coming on the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation show to come on and shoot the shit. So, like I said, once again, if you like other wrestling podcasts, hit up Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. Larry and JJ and Reese. Let me get their. There you go. Check him out, and then Kal-El's podcast. He knows his wrestling. So, and this is the APWF logo, apwfwrestling.com. So, I'm going to be promoting this all the time, so I'm so sorry, but I got to get people into the masses. Like I said, hit like and subscribe. This is always on audio, and also Wednesday nights you can check out me and Shane on the Steelers Dynasty podcast, where we talk Pittsburgh Steelers football, Steelers, wrestling, pop culture. 3 stuff I love: comic books, all that stuff. I love all this stuff. That's why I'm doing it here. I'm the hardest working podcaster going today because there's no other podcaster that does what I do. And I don't have a major media business behind me. I'm a one-man band with a couple of people playing instruments like Shane and Cable and other people I bring on. So I appreciate everybody. You guys have a great weekend. If there's any Steeler news happening, I'll be dropping a video, and I'll be back Tuesday, me and Shane, with Mark from Steelers Nation Australia, when we do our collaboration shows on Tuesday nights at 7:00. So I'll see you guys next Friday night for all your wrestling action. Please tell everybody around about the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation show that we're having in June. We got 2 months, and I'm going to promote the gangbusters out of it. So I'm bringing something to Indiana County because there is no pro wrestling here. It's a great form of entertainment, and everybody that goes will actually have a great time. So everybody have a great weekend. I'll see you on the flip side. Peace out.